Comrades, today we are meeting one of the greatest unionists of the postal trade union movement. Many of you may be aware of him, and some may not be aware of him. Comrade Theagarajan. He was the Secretary General FNPO for very many years. After K. Ramamurthy, Theagarajan was a very prominent leader. Even on today, he is a very prominent leader in the FNPO, in the postal trade union movement. He was very close during his tenure with all the leaders, whether it is Comrade C.C. Pillai, Comrade K. Raghavendran, or Comrade Krishnan, or even myself. He was very close, and he never compromised with the officers. During his tenure, he never compromised with the officers on issues. On issues, we have launched so many joint programs, and we have achieved a lot during our periods. I am very happy to have an interview with Comrade Theagarajan today, one of the pioneers of the postal trade union movement, and it is my greatest privilege, and I am very happy to invite Comrade Theagarajan to this small interview. Theagarajan, good evening, welcome.
Good evening.
Welcome.
Good evening. Thank you very much for calling.
Actually, Theagarajan, you know very well that I am making a Unbudden Kayveeyes YouTube channel and posting many departmental oriented items. At the same time, I want to make use of this forum for developing the trade union spirit among the postal workers also. Actually, you know very well, after 2009, that too with our great efforts during those days, many new recruits have joined. Many new recruits, they don't know about the postal trade union history and also our mighty developments and mighty settlements, etc. And we want to make aware of the trade union spirit among the general membership also. So I want to make this video as a dedication to the younger generation. Because even though we are working in a two different angles, that is, I was in NFP and you were as a leader of the FNPO, we were working in two different unions. But I'm almost all our thinking were only pro workers, and moreover, we are very much particular about the interest of the postal workers only. So I am very happy. Theagarajan, just tell me about the introduction about you and you were joining in the greatest movement at first, so that other will understand about your history in the trade union.
At the outset, I convey my sincere thanks to you for calling. After long gap, nearly I retired, 2018 March 31st. Nearly 4 years is over. Now, during the last 4 years, I did not talk to anyone. Particularly, I am not talking more anything about the trade union movement.
Okay.
I am very happy to interact with you after a long gap. I am watching your Unbudden Kayveeyes regularly through YouTube channel, as well as from your link and all. I too also feel that the trade union movement is decreasing for worldwide, not only in India. It's worldwide. The movement is decreasing due to COVID last 2 years. It is a time. It is a time. People like you, still you are having a trade union contact with all people. I did not have any contact with anyone. After my retirement, I am slowly reducing my trade union movement. I have some relationship with the general secretary, some division secretary, old division secretaries. About my enrolling the trade union movement is, I was appointed in 1981 in the month of September. And the same month I enrolled as a member in the FNPO. I was the branch secretary in 1981 January itself. Within 4 months, I became a branch secretary of Madras Sorting Division. Thereafter, 92, I was elected as circle secretary. 92 to 2002, I was the circle secretary of Tamil Nadu Circle RMS Wing. And after 2002 to 2017 November, I was the general secretary of RMS. In 2004, I am elected as a Secretary General. Till my retirement, I continue as a Secretary General. I retired. This was a brief introduction of myself.
Actually, 17 years as a General Secretary of the R3 and 15 years as a Secretary General of FNPO. A very great record, a long period that you have served for the postal employees for a long period. Very Actually, during your period, you are having an excellent coordination with Comrade C.C. Pillai. I have seen the very same spirit with the Comrade Kishan also. Even though we are in different directions and we are having different ideology and others, you were working together. And once, if my memory is correct, once myself, yourself and Kishan, we have discussed, you have mooted out one idea. In postal, we have to keep only one union. We all should merge together and thereafter we have to fight with the government. Otherwise, we will not get anything in the future. You have told me that almost all the leaders were also there at that time. And Kishan was also commented, what a noble idea, Comrade Theagarajan is possessing something. So what is your opinion? Because your close association with Kishan, your close association with Pillai, Raghavendran and everybody, you can share your experience because this is a program exclusively conducted for you. So you are having the privilege and you can say anything as you like about your association with our leadership.
Brother, knowingly or unknowingly, you are starting the interview with the controversial issues. Particularly the one union for one organization. It was not my own idea. It was idea came from the trade union movement in the postal department. Actually, in Japan, there is a two union, Gen-T and Gen-2-Shiki. Gen-2 and Gen-2-Shiki is like NFP and FNPO. Okay. Due to the privatization in Japan, they are almost dissolved Gen-T and Gen-2-Shiki and make JPGU, that is a Japanese group of union they formed. Instead of Gen-T and Gen-2-Shiki, they formed JPGU, Japanese group of union they formed. Okay. So JPGU, Gen-T is there, Gen-2-Shiki is there, but like our PJCA, they formed JPGU and discussed with the management all the postal employees issue. That was the idea I discussed that day in the All India conference. But immediately, a lot of opposition came from FNPO. Many people say, what are you talking like this? You are talking against FNPO interest. I said, I am not against FNPO. I am born in FNPO. I will die in FNPO. Even if I die, my ash will be support only FNPO. Like that, I showed that. So people, the problem is, those people who came from NFP and joined FNPO, they oppose this from my proposal. My interest is PJCA should be strong and it should be. This is only under the banner of PJCA only we can settle the issue. That was my idea. Initially I discussed, and thereafter nobody supported. I withdraw it. That's all.
Okay. Actually, in Japan there is only one union now in the postal.
Earlier, Gen-T, Gen-2-Shiki, two union is there. Now one union, JPG.
Only one union. That is a good development.
Yes,
if there is one union, it is definitely the collective bargaining will be more actually. Collective bargaining.
Yeah, that was what is possible in Japan, it is not possible in India.
Of course.
For various reasons.
Of course. Your experience with Comrade Pillai and Kishan.
Pillai actually is almost my senior. Moreover, he came from RMS Union. Therefore, there is a very good relationship with Pillai. I will not say Pillai as NFP Secretary General. He is my elder brother. Yes. He taught many things about the trade union movement as well as how to behave with officers and all. He teach me so many times. Therefore, I respect C.C. Pillai as my elder brother, not as a NFP Secretary General.
Yeah. And also,
Krishnan is a different personality.
yes.
Krishnan, definitely, during my tenure, with Krishnan elected as Secretary General, till his retirement, we are work together. We don't feel that I am different person and Krishnan is a different person. We don't have any difference between Krishnan and myself. We are like twins. We work together for the improvement of postal employees.
Yes.
Only one incident I want to tell about the Krishnan. Krishnan is not now.
Yes.
Therefore, it is my duty to tell about the Krishnan.
Okay.
Once myself, Krishnan, Radhika Durasamy went to the minister office. That is, you may be aware of it because Krishnan may inform you.
Yes.
Aditya Scindia, Madhavrao Scindia's son, Aditya Scindia.
Yes.
We three met Aditya Scindia for the IT modernization project. It was 2009, I think, 9 or 10. I am not remember 2010. I did not remember the exact year.
Okay.
And IT modernization project. That during the IT modernization project, Aditya Scindia asked only one request from the trade union movement.
Okay.
We want a industrial peace for another 4 years. If industrial peace there, we are ready to do whatever the amount you want for the development of postal. We are ready to give the amount from the Ministry of Finance. Aditya Scindia said, immediately, Krishnan did not give any assurance to the minister. He said openly to me, brother, I cannot give any assurance because it is my principle, it is my party principle. I cannot go against it. If you want, you give assurance. Like that he said. So such a good personality, Krishnan, and I gave assurance to the minister. I am sure there will be no industrial problem dispute in another 4 years. Like that, I gave assurance, but Krishnan did not give assurance. Yes. Why I want to mention about this thing?
Yes.
Krishnan, in front of minister, is not talking something, and outside he is not talking something. He is a person having one principle everywhere.
Right.
So that is why I like Krishnan.
Yes. That our acquaintance with the Krishnan and also our experience with the Krishnan is one and the same. More or less, we were working together during that period. And I heard about this news also. And actually, you are the instrumental. I know very well. Whoever claims, I don't know. But you are the instrumental for deletion of that fast track promotion. When Dr. Srinivasaraghavan was the Director General at the time, your effective argument have placed and also convinced the DG, and because of that, the fast track promotion was, discontinued in the postal department. What is your another achievement? Some other achievement you would have definitely have. Because this is the greatest achievement. Actually, fast track promotion is one of the greatest achievement, and in which you are alone having the share. Others may contribute something, but our perseverance is only from your side. That I know, actually. Is there any other notable thing you want to say?
No, fast track promotion only is not my achievement. I will not claim myself. All the relevant documents were supplied by you. At that time you was
that I am not saying.
No. What is true, I have to tell. No, I'm not exaggerating anything. I'm not praising you. At that time, you was the Circle Secretary of Tamil Nadu Circle. I used to come to your office. I collected so many documents related to withdraw that scheme. That the review committee was appointed. So myself, C.C. Pillai was a review committee member. I want C.C. Pillai view is different. My view is different. My view is it should be scrapped, but C.C. Pillai review is it should be modified. So that is the difference between me and C.C. Pillai. Yes. Finally, because you gave so many documents, not one or I remember nearly 15 documents you give. So based on that document only, I was able to scrap the fast track promotion. That I am sure. There are many issues are there. So it is credit goes to you also, not only me.
Thank you, Les. Some other achievement.
Fast track promotion. So I may be a lawyer, but you gave a lot of documents. That based on the documents only, I was able to scrap the fast track promotion. It is true. I am not praising you because you are taking my interview. It's not like that.
No. Thank you, Jack. Actually, the postal department has appointed McKinsey not only for the recommendation but also the implementation of the same. Because of the concerted action of the postal JCA, that consisting of NFP and FNPO, that would have been stopped, and they have been thereafter the complete process has been dropped. Earlier also the department attempted for the KPMG, another Russian consultancy company, that was also dropped to the intervention of our union. But this time, committee has recommended to make the postal department into 6 corporation and want to corporatize everything. But we could not resist this. What is the reason? Whether is there any lack of unity among the union or any lack of understanding on the issues or due to the political reasons only? What will be the reason as per your thinking?
Maybe there is a lack of unity only. It may probably in coming days it may come, and hope everything will go smoothly. I don't want to comment more on this issue now.
Actually, Jago, I know very well during your period, and also CC Pillai and Comrade Kishan, even to some extent myself also, we were having a good lobby with the directorate. So that when we were discussing with the officers, we will gather so many information from them about the policy of the government, policy of the department, and what are all the changes going to take place like this. But nowadays, I am feeling this is lacking. Somewhere it is lacking. Because of that, whatever the government is releasing order by order, but actually we don't know and what is the root cause for everything.
I do not know these things. You remember in 2012 there was a postal policy. 2012 postal policy. You are also participating in that meeting.
Yes.
I remember myself, yourself, Krishnan and Rate, all we discussed the 2012 postal policy with Manjula Parashar. At that time, she was the member P.
Yes.
Are you remember? I think you will be remember.
Yes.
On 2012 postal policy, you may not believe it, but that is the truth. One of the officers, not one of the officers, he became a secretary also after that, and she gave the paper to me.
Okay. Yes.
Theagarajan, this is going to be happen.
Yes.
The postal policy. If the postal policy is implemented, the postal department will be like courier.
Yes.
So it is your duty to oppose this policy.
Yes.
That she gave a paper to me.
Yes.
She asked me to oppose it. So this was the situation at that time.
Yes.
So officers are behind the screen. They are supporting union.
Yes.
Now I do not know why officers not supporting. Whether it is a lack of oversight or whether officers became more bureaucrat, I do not know.
Actually, now
the best answer is with only our general secretaries.
Yeah, actually, 2 days before I landed, that there is a big changes to be taken place in the department, and the department is going to come under the control of the IBBD. I am going to make a detailed episode on this. Within a couple of days, I am going to make an episode. Why I am saying this? All these informations are not coming out before its implementation. After the implementation, it could not be stopped, and it has been becoming a routine. Every day we are getting some negative orders. And particularly for the GDS, 2 days before, the combination of duty has been ordered. Earlier, you know very well, during our period, the same order was issued and subsequently we stopped, and there should be no combination of GDS if the workload of the GDS post is exceed 4 hours or 5 hours. We got the orders also earlier, you know very well. But today, they are insisting for the combination of duty for grant of leave to the GDS, even if it is less than 45 days. The order has come. Yesterday, people are agitating, and all the unions are agitating against this, actually. Why I am saying this? There is some lack of understanding prevailing in the department. Is there any lack of understanding prevailing in the department? Or shall we have to be more vigilant? we have to be more vigilant to understand what is going on in the department also. That is also one of the factors. Okay, let it be, let the current leadership can decide all these things. I have no problem. And I am
Okay, we will leave it to current leadership.
Yeah, we will leave to current leadership. But we can insist, as a senior leader of the postal trade union movement, myself and yourself, there is something lacking in the leadership that should be rectified, otherwise it will be a big problem. And it cannot be recovered at a later stage. That we can say with this. I'm not going in detail. Actually, during the speed post up, if our memory is correct, Radhika Dorasamy was the secretary post that time. Manjula Parasar was the DDG. And when we were not having sufficient details at the time, we immediately quarreled with Manjula Parasar and walk out the meeting. And thereafter, next day, whole night, myself, yourself, and we put together in my CHQ and collected all the information. Next day, we placed it effectively and we got the issue sorted out on the next day. If my memory is right. And also, we are having marathon.
No, you are correct. You are correct.
And we are having marathon. We are having marathon after the issue of strike notice. We were having marathon discussion till last minute. And for one strike notice, we have conducted 3 days from 9 to 7, 9 to 7, and 9 to 7. Like this, 3 days we have conducted a negotiation and reached some settlement. What is your experience? What is your experiments? We were having so
I too remember at that time the strike notice was issued. Raghavendran went to some seminar abroad. Myself only in India.
Yes.
Yourself, myself only in India. And we discussed the issue the one day evening. The meeting was started by 4 o'clock. It went to up to 9 o'clock. We did not accept even single line with the directorate. Single line. And you suggested, shall we walk out? I said, agreed. Both we walked out from the meeting. And next day, we dragged up to Raghavendran arrival. Next day, on that day, I stayed your office. I remember. I stayed your office, and you only provided food and everything. And night up to 2 o'clock, we took all the documents, we collected, and we typed everything. Next day morning, Raghavendran arrived. Thereafter, we three went to DG. I mean, Radhika Dorasamy. We discussed, and the strike was deferred. I remember that.
Yes. Well, actually, we were having that. But nowadays, I am seeing whenever you are issuing a strike notice, right from 2016, I am watching because I am still closely watching the movement. Right from 2016, whenever you are issuing strike notice, the department is not calling for any discussion with the union people. And simply they are ignoring. And thereafter, we are also forgetting the issue. It is going on like this. Whether it is related to filling up of HAG2, HAG1, actually the fruit of the cadre restructuring is not felt by the seniors so far. They are retiring without getting the HAG2 and HAG1. Only the juniors are getting the LHG. And that also, still it is not implemented to RMS, it is not implemented to PS Circle Office and also SPCO. 6 years have gone actually. After the implementation of PA cadre restructuring, 6 years have gone. RMS, actually, there is a very lesser number of LIG posts as on date. People are getting only after completion of 30 years in the RMS. This is also a problem, actually. We are seeing, actually, we are sharing our views with you, Jagat.
Okay. That cadre restructuring issue, you know very well. Because you and me, we discussed so many days about the cadre restructuring. We submitted paper. That, in fact, I remember that it was started in after 6th CP, the issue was started.
Yes, 2009.
But it was able to settle.
2009. It was started in 2009.
Yeah, 2009. Yes. I remember one lady, I forgotten his Madhu Dandavai or something. That member P called us and they wanted to submit. They asked us to submit paper. You only submitted first paper. After that, I submitted paper. After that, Raghavendran submitted paper. And we three submitted paper. It dragged. And A.K. Sharma was appointed as a chairman. That committee did not give anything. And after that, Salibag appointed was chairman. He did not give any fruitful result. Now, VP Singh, the present member P, he was a DDG at that time, DDGP. During VP Singh period only, that cadre resetting was signed by all the federation. All the federation means NFP and FNPO federation.
Yes.
And after that, it took 1 year. It was implemented only for the exclusively for the postal class 3.
Yes.
And immediately I opposed that view and I gave a letter. Within a month, it was approved for the RMS cadre also approved and sent to the Ministry of Finance for approval. Still, it is dragging last 4 years. One or other reason they are rejecting. I do not know what is inside the issue. I do not know.
There is no logic in it actually. Actually, PA and SA are included on a same footing. And also PA Circle Office and SBCO, they are on the same footing. There is no logic in protracting or delaying the cadre restructuring for this cadre. This is most unfortunate actually. Actually, I am...
it is most unfortunate.
Most unfortunate.
It's the most unfortunate. Where is a delay? I do not understand properly.
Yes.
It's a frank answer.
Yes. Actually, we have to pursue more also. Organizationally, Thiagu, you are having a very close relationship with the comrade K. Ramamurthy. You are having a very close relationship. And actually, as if you are one of the grandson to KR like this. I am telling you, because such a close you are having with K. Ramamurthy. And K. Ramamurthy...
Not grandson, son.
Grandson.
Not grandson, son.
Grandson, okay.
Like son.
Okay. Actually, K. Ramamurthy was a very famous leader of the National Federation of Post and Telegraph Employees. Many of us may not be aware of it. Right from 1950 UPTW period to 1964, he was holding the General Secretary of the All India Postal Employees Union, P3 NFPE. He was one of the very famous leader. After 1964, there was a disruption taken place in Chennai City South Division. He was defeated for the delegateship in the local divisional conference. Thereafter, many things have gone, and because of the individuality of comrade K. Ramamurthy, your union has been formed, and thereafter you have developed, and you have also put more for the development for the FNPO, and you are also one of the constructors thereafter, even though it was formed.
No, I am not. I am not a constructor.
Actually, no. Your role is there. Actually, you have, even though you were not in
as a cadre, my role is there.
Actually, no.
I am a cadre only. I don't call me as a constructor or leader.
No, we were availing the foreign service and make extensive tour to the nation, but you were not availing any foreign service, but only by accumulation of your off. That is working, one day you are working for 2 days work, and like this accumulation of off, you have toured the entire nation and you have developed FNPO. Because of the FNPO developed. And whether the fact has been accepted by the present people, I don't know. But you are the architect of the growth of the FNPO.
Many people may not aware of my service. I don't want to also record it. I feel it is my duty. I have done it. That's all. Actually,
I
feel
when we are discussing, I should say about you also to other people. Tomorrow, in the history, people should know what Theagarajan contributed for the postal movement for more than 15 years as Secretary General. Because you have nurtured the movement, you have developed the movement, despite a strong leadership in NFPE and majority union, and in the midst of the majority union, you have developed the FNPO. Means it is not an ordinary thing, Theagarajan. How can you say simply?
No. Thanks for your compliment. The issue is, I'm a song cadre. I'm a song follower of K. Ramamurthy. Okay. The only reason I love KR like anything, you may agree with me. The NFPT was founded by K. Ramamurthy. K. Ramamurthy was instrumental for forming NFPT. In the realignment scheme 1954, if you go through the your own NJIR, then one forgotten as that book.
Panorama of the PNT.
Yes, PNT Panorama.
Yeah.
PNT Panorama.
Yes.
If you go through the PNT Panorama, wherein he clearly mentioned the name of NFPT was proposed by K. Ramurthy and seconded by only others. So in the draft constitutional party in the NFPT, KR was instrumental. So forming NFPT, KR is irresponsible. And after that, it is a lot of political issue. KR came from the NFPT and not came from the NFPT. He was thrown out from the NFPT. That's the correct word. He did not on his own.
I don't want to go to the controversy whether thrown out or something else. Let us not go to the area. For which we are not the party at that time.
Why I want to tell? Because I am closely associated with KR in his last days. So he was in the bedridden almost from 92 to 95.
Yes.
In 92 to 95, I used to go K. Ramurthy house almost daily, 3 years. So from his mouth, I kept to know. He loved NFPT like anything. When he was the AFU class 3 General Secretary.
Yes.
NFP, he was a farming. No, he was a farmer in the 1960s side. K. Ramurthy was the General Secretary of NFPT, AFU class 3. You know very well.
No. During 1957 strike notice, Nehruji told that the parliament, who is the K. Ramamurthy? That history is there.
Yeah.
I know about the KR and his sacrifice. I am not disputing with this. The manner in which FNPO formed and other things, there may have some dispute. That let us not discuss all these things here. But you are one
had the NFP not thrown out KR, the FNPO would have not come.
Actually, during 1964 Palasur conference, KR was defeated and similarly Dada Ghosh was defeated. After the defeat of the Dada Ghosh, he did not, actually after that he, as for the, if you want to say the reality, he committed suicide. Dada Ghosh has committed suicide.
He committed suicide in Calcutta.
After the Palasur 1964 P3 conference, actually. That is the, if you are tracing the old history, our boiling point has come 1964 Palasur conference. So, many waters have gone under the bridges. We cannot say all these things, but you have contributed. But what I am saying, during 15 years, you have contributed a lot to the postal employees in the under the.
No, I was secretary.
Now
I was the Secretary General. During that period, I was the Secretary General.
Yes,
so I have to do my work. I did my work. That's all.
Actually, nowadays, 70% of the postal assistant and sorting assistant, they are youngsters. They don't know who are all the person contributed for these benefits they are enjoying today. For which some kind of introduction is very much essential. Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
And also, and under the present scenario, and also under the present, what we can say, the attacks on the postal department as well as the postal workers. The one union, one industry theory, what you have told unofficially during those days, during 2010-11, what you said, that should come to the postal department. There should be one union, one industry. And we need not have any political affiliation. Let us discuss only about the issues, then let us resolve the issues based on the merits of the cases. This is the present day requirement I am thinking, Thiago.
It is your wish. I don't think it will materialize in our department. Because for various reasons.
Yes.
In Indian situation is like that. India needs maybe two unions. It may be required. Because initial days I also think like that. And after that, subsequently I feel two union is required. Everyone is want two union in everywhere.
Yes.
So it is impossible.
Now government is patronizing the third union. Actually, even the ratio in the JCM that has been disturbed, and one member from Bharatiya Union has also been now allowed in the JCM Departmental Council. Actually, the department want to divide the workers politically, and resultantly they suffer with the postal workers. Actually, Tyage, you can say something to the newcomers of the, actually in general nature. Nowadays, I am also conducting this channel. Actually, I'm, you know very well, not as a unionist. Even though sometimes it will come out naturally because of the affiliation of more than 40 years, it will come automatically. But at the same time, I want to run the channel for the common postal workers, for everybody, whether he belongs to any union or anything else, it does not matter. And we want to give proper education to the younger generation, budding generation. You can say some advices to the younger generation. With that, we can conclude this interview and we will meet again. I am not going to be...
Okay. No, I too agree with you. The younger generation do not aware of what the trade union movement. They are thinking the salary, the present day developments, all they got on their own. It's not like that.
Yes.
Because we only demanded higher scale for the postal assistants, sorting assistants and all. What are all the salary and today developments only because of the union, particularly under the banner of NFP and the FNPO, we got it for the youngsters. In coming days, more youngsters will join our organization and they will also have a faith in the trade union movement, I believe it. Definitely it will come.
Yes, actually it is good news. Actually, in the general strike which is going to be conducted on this 28th and 29th March, now FNPO has also joined both NFP and FNPO. They are putting some 23 charter of demands, 23 charter of demands, and they are going to conduct the strike very unitedly. Very, very good development. This should be actually not only for the common demands but also for the sectional demands. We need to give more strike notices and we have to settle the issues across the table. Negotiation, we have to improve the negotiation table. That is my thinking also, Tyage.
Let us hope for the best.
Yeah, let us hope for the best. And thank you very much, Tyage. It is a very pleasant opportunity for me to have an interaction with you. Today I could not grab more from you because I have no preparations. Just only after when I asked you, I want to interact with you, immediately you given the consent. Within 10 minutes we are making this program. There is no preparation.
I am also not there. Just whatever I am thinking, I am talking to you. I don't have any preparation. At least you have a lot of documents. I don't have any document with me right now. Just I am sitting in the sofa and talking to you. Friendly, that's all. So this interview is a friendly, without any documents. It's not based on the documents.
Okay. Thank you, Jagar. I will come and disturb you once again. It is not a concluding session.
Sure.
It will be continued. It will be continued.
So if you give a question earlier, I would have prepared better, I think.
Okay. Okay, we will discuss.
We can give a good interaction. That will be good for us. No.
Yeah. Did you see a pretty good?
Even different idea.
Pardon?
No, that will be good for us.
Yeah. No, it is only a pretty.
Actually, this is a friendly. This is a friendly discussion. No.
Yes. No, it is a friendly discussion, and also we can discuss about the issues confronting the workers also. Because of your experience we can discuss about the issues, and finally we can say something to the ordinary membership. Whether they will take it or not, that is immaterial, but at the same time we can say what is good for the movement in the future. Thank you very much, Jagar.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Meet again.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.